traveled on Thursday to my constituency, and Mr. President, I had a stopover in Kogi local government. Specifically, I stopped at Gegubeki. I also had a meeting in Kotonkarfi. I proceeded to Lokoja, where I had a meeting in GRA in Lokoja. And after I completed my visit to my party faithfuls in Lokoja, I proceeded, Mr. President, to my hometown, where teaming supporters of the People's Democratic Party welcomed me. Mr. President, at about 7:30, I got an intel that the governor of Kogi State, through his ADC, have organized SARS men and some other dangerous individuals to come and assassinate me. Mr. President, I left my house at about 8 in the night. Lo and behold, Mr. President, at about 1 a.m., one white Hilux and 2 truckloads of SARS men landed my residence and invaded the entire residence in Aito Rubede in Kogi State. Mr. President, these fierce-looking men, some of them, most of them, with their faces covered, started shooting sporadically. And when they found out that I was not there, they returned to Lokoja at about 3 a.m. Mr. President, I quickly tweeted and mentioned the names of those who led that operation. The operation was led by the OC SARS Kogi State, the 2 IC SARS Kogi State, and 2 IC Mopol. And immediately I mentioned these names, and I told them I had a profound evidence that that took place. The Commissioner of Police in Kogi State was forced the following day, sir, to address a press conference where he admitted that they visited and invaded my house at 1 a.m. And not that the visit to my house at 1 a.m. was not to assassinate me, that it was to arrest me over an alleged offense I committed, according to him, on the 19th of July. Mr. President, between 19th of July and now, my house is known to people. I have visited Kogi State 6 times between 19th and now. I was in Lokoja, the capital of Kogi State, for more than 2-3 hours. They did not arrest me, only to come to my house at the unholy hours of 1 a.m. I am bringing this, Mr. President, to the notice of the Senate, that this will make it the 5th time that the Kogi State government, through using the police and trying to assassinate me. I have written all relevant agencies of government, including the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but because my privilege and my life is at risk, not because I am afraid, Mr. President, because I am not killable by man. I am a child of God and my life is hid in his bosom. I've continually said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, because I have a God who will always rescue me. But I want the Senate to take note of this continuous attack and attempt to eliminate me in order for the governor to gain political fortunes. Mr. President, an injury to one is an injury to all. I'm bringing this so that the Senate will take notice of this threat and do the needful. Mr. President, you personally wrote to the IG, and this Senate took a resolution that my security details, policemen, be restored. Since June the 22nd, Mr. President, they have been withdrawn. The IG refused to obey the order of the resolution of this Senate. As I speak to you, since April, I have no single security, I have no policeman, and my life is exposed. Secondly, Mr. President, there's an order of court 3 months ago, order of a competent court of law directing the IG to release my international passport. Mr. President, more than 3 months after, the IG have refused to release my international passport despite a court order. And if an agency of government that is supposed to maintain law and order will refuse to obey the orders of court, then it means we are in a banana republic, or if Nigeria is a pariah state. I'm asking the Senate, who is the custodian of our laws, to please compel the Nigerian police to dissociate themselves from being politicized by the governor of Kogi State and to obey the court order asking them to release my international passports. Mr. President, these are my prayers before the Senate. Democracy will continue to be government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and not as practiced today in Nigeria. I thank you, my colleagues, for your understanding. I thank you for listening.